Well, guys, you've guessed it right. It's Catherine. I'm back with another faith story. I know you've been anticipating for this moment. I know. I also do a lot. And this story, ya leo, is so relatable and at the same time has a lot of lessons, you know. Hope mnanielewa. And this one is interesting a lot. It was so interesting, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Very interesting to me, and yes, and I've also learned a lot from it. But before I dive into my story, I want to give you a small quiz. Whoever is going to tell me, I want someone mfanye homework. Sijapea assignment kwa hizi faith stories. Leo mfanye homework. I want you to tell me, to research, to look. Namjua where this story that I'm going to tell you mali imetokea kwa Bible. Mkijua tutaonana hapo kwa comments, alafu tutajua winner atapata nini ka present. Don't worry, usiwe tense. Anyway, this story is about, my faith story is similar to this Bible story I'm about to give you. So it's about David. Before David became king, he was being pursued. Alikuwa anakimbizwa na King Saul. And twice God had given David your power yenye. King Saul had been brought to David. Like he had twice alikuwa na nguvu ya kumua, but he didn't. His men were telling him, kill him, but he didn't. He said he can't kill the Lord's anointed. So one time he ran and sought refuge kwa Pharisee. Is it a Pharisee? Pharisee king, I think. Philistine. I'm sorry, a Philistine. Hizi ma PH zinanichanganya kidogo. Just excuse me for a bit. The Philistine king. And when he was there, he stayed there for 1 year. And when he was there, he was training his army to become a better and a stronger army. So there was this time, these kings decided to go and attack Saul. And this Philistine king who was hosting David wanted to bring David along with him. But the other kings wakasema, you're bringing an Israelite to go to war with us. Atafika hapo atugeuzie vitu kwa ground zitakuwa different. Sisi ndo tutauliwa badala ya wao kuwa the other side yenye tuna fight now. So David was told to go back. And when he went back, a few days later he was brought for news. A guy came and told him that King Saul had died. Immediately, David and his men tore their clothes and went into mourning. They were so devastated that King Saul had died. So imagine if David had listened to his men and killed King Saul. What do you think would have gone through their minds? Unadhani wangekuwa na feel what kind of emotions? Because if they had atialiuliwa nje na some other people na they were mourning and they were so devastated, what if niendo angemua? You see, God saves us in different ways. God saved them from all that pain yenye I am sure wangechizi. For a fact, I knew wangechizi ka wangewa King Saul. But God had saved them from all that pain. Now, najua nimewaweka sana. Najua mnataka kusikia story yangu. Anyway, let's dive into my story. This story is about a young girl, a friend of mine. You know, we're all young. Yes, so she was into a guy, a specific guy. Tutamweka in quotes. Tapeana jina. We are protecting people here. A guy, and she really liked this guy. So one day this guy told her he wants to go with her to his shags. Msichana, hata mimi napendanga kutravel, mimi ningekubali, ningeingia box haraka. Msichana aliingia box haraka, and she was the adventurous type. So she wanted to travel and go to his shags. So this trip was to be on a Saturday. Mind you, this girl where she worked, her boss was a Muslim. So Saturday they had to go to work. Hakukuwa na hiyo ati but Saturday ilikuwa off day. Ilikuwanga half day, policy off day. So by 1 kazi ilikuwa inaisha 1. But saa zenye boss hakuwa, when the boss was not around, I'm sorry for those people who don't understand Kiswahili. When the boss was not around, they used to leave at around 12:30. Walikuwa too naughty. They were naughty. And so this particular day, they had already planned everything out. They had a way of letting this girl escape. Had the colleagues, in case the boss came, colleagues already had an excuse, a perfect excuse for if the boss came and akamkosa at 12:30. This chile was supposed to leave the office at around 12:30. But guess what? So at around when ilikuwa karibu 12:30 hapo 12:25, 12:26, 27 amebana na mizigo zake. Ndio. Guess who drives in? The boss. So imagine how you would feel. Boss amefika 12:30. Sasa mmezoea kutoka ndo boss anaingia. So hapo unajiangalia uko like hapa tutatoka in the next 2 hours ama 3. We don't know what the boss is going to do. So the boss came and she quickly hid her things away mbali so that the boss wouldn't know what she was up to. So the boss kapita street kwa ofisi yake. He was on a phone call for about 1 hour. Tell me, if you were this Chile, how would you have felt? You had already planned with your man that you're meeting him at around 2, but your boss anaingia tu 12:30. Tell me how you would have felt. Personally, ningekuwa so disappointed. Ningesikia tu kumfungia kwa ofisi yake na mimi ni happy. But sasa after the call was over, the boss came and out of everyone else in the office, he chose her. Told her, I have an errand. I want you to run for me. He sent her to the DHL offices to take something for him. She was so annoyed. Yani, out of 10 people, ni mimi tu ndo umeona. You know, we all have those feelings. And so she told her man, so-called man, that she's been sent and hopefully she'll have finished by around 2, and they will be able to travel together. So when she got to the offices, DHL offices, she found a line. This line iliisha 4 p.m. So hangeweza kutravel. So the man went alone. And she was annoyed, she was angry, she was just there. She didn't even want to talk to the boss. After all that, she found out that this man that she was traveling with, she was supposed to travel with and go to his shags, was a player. And also, he had lied to her. You see, she was young, she was naive. So this man took that advantage, took the advantage and lied to her vizuri. Msichana akadanganyika vizuri, akaingia box. Kumbe he was a player. And she thanks God that she was saved from getting into a relationship with this man who's a liar. Imagine how would you have felt? At that moment, she was so devastated. But as time went by, she realized, what? And God, if it wasn't for you, I don't know where I could have been at that moment. So, one thing I have taken from both stories, God uses the person you least expect. I mean, her boss was Muslim, so ungedhani Mungu angetumia as a different person, but who is God? God used the person who you least expect and saved her from a lifetime, from pain yenye hata yeye angeelewa, hajui angeanzia wapi. Yeah, so we should never underestimate anyone. We should never atisema, oh, God cannot use this one, God cannot do this. Dream Mungu wetu. Anyway, thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it. Kwa comments niambie mmesoma nini, please. Na msisahau assignment yangu. Thank you. Bye. Have a lovely day.